Welcome, welcome Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm Key, and this is our doorway. We are past the door. We're now in the Akashic Records library. Looking in on you guys. I'm lighting incense. I also look at candles and ashes as well. But what came to mind was forgiveness, or what does it mean to just forgive, right? Forgives means, and for me, would require us to look at how did we face things? How did we face that situation? What was our foundation at that time when faced to forgive somebody? Like, did we feel we had the right foundation? Because at times when we had to forgive someone, it's like we had to first face ourselves to say, well, what was I figuring out? What was I facing? What was I doing for me or for this person to have to forgive in the first place? And once you look at things in different perspectives, you're like, wow, I can see why forgiveness is always needed in certain situations. It's not in making it look like you're foolish, or when that person asks for forgiveness like they're foolish. They can be asking simply to move forward. They want to move forward. If this is you asking for forgiveness, it could be in the form of you just wanting to move forward in your life. That doesn't mean that that person is going to be there for you, but to know that you did what you had to do to make sure that when you move forward, that you have no fear. That you become fearless and not fearful. So, if you are wondering, because I love energy, I love reading energy, that's what I do. Among other things, but that's the focal point here in the Akashic Records library. How do you know, male and females, masculine and feminine, that are watching, how do you know, say for instance you're not a Virgo, and you want to know if you are a Virgo, or if you're exuding the energy of a Virgo? Are you trying to perfect something in your life? Are you trying to make peace of situations that present itself to you? Then you can indeed be tapping into your Virgo nature. Okay? If my description of a Virgo's personality resonates with you, press the like button. Or, and also, I should say, or, and also. Definitely put in the comment box if what I described as a Virgo, is it correct, or can you give me a clearer definition of the personality energetically of a Virgo? So if a person didn't know your sign, say for instance, people are not into signs, into zodiacs, or into astrology like that, right? But you want to get to know people on an energetic level. Like, what are they before you really invest in them, or they invest in you? What would be that physical presentation of that person to let you know that they're a particular sign? That's what I mean. So please leave it in the description box below. And why not ask a Virgo? They will know. You guys will know how to help me to perfect this. What is the you? Oh, I love you, Virgos. Y'all are so victorious in so many ways. Y'all y'all like to vibe on a whole new level. What present gifts for Virgos in the month of June 2019? What presents will be presented for Virgos in the month of June 2019? Okay. What energy will be taking place for Virgos? Y'all definitely have the strength in whatever you're doing. What energies will be expressed through Virgos for June 2019? Okay. So let's see what's up, what's going on for Virgos, or people that are exuding Virgo energy within them. So, what your heart is driving you to? Wow, the third house. Okay, whenever you get a chance, look at Capricorn's reading, because I just did their reading and they had the third house as well. And also look at Gemini, because they are the house. They are the third house, Geminis. So, spiritually, you're looking at your spiritual side of self. What is your ideas, Virgos? What are your short-term thinking and trips? What type of physical way do you want to know who and what is around you? Who and what is around you? When you communicate, Virgos, again, when you communicate, you are all about perfecting how you communicate to others. Do they perceive it that way? You're going to start witnessing that in the month of June. At times, people may push aside what you communicate because you, in a way, are helping them to face themselves. And that might be very fearful to do. That might be very frightening to do. But again, when people are asking you how to perfect themselves, they're coming to you to ask you how to perfect themselves. This is giving you the opportunity to use that practice of perfection to your advantage. Now, some may not like it. Some may push you away from that. Some may push you to the side for doing that. But you got to ask yourself, and look at Taurus reading as well. You got to ask yourself, well, they're coming to me to find a conclusion. If they didn't think I can give them a conclusion, would they be calling me? So you're starting to look at who you are as a character, who you are as a person, and to see that your power holds in how you communicate. Your presence comes from how you create your ideas, how you use concern and discernment, and how you charge ahead when it comes to what you create. So, you're looking at short-term goals, because short-term goals will get you where you're going a lot more than looking at long-term goals. Because long-term goals may feel too calculating or too tiresome to think about. So look at, for example, my mind's eye and what I was mentioning to the other signs, other elements of signs that are not just of you guys, but of me, because I'm just a representation of different elements in expressing it. When I say my mind's eye, what I'm saying is what I feel my mind is expressing, and I'm using my third eye to give me a movie scene, because I look at things as a movie. When I ask myself questions, I look in my mind's eye, or I look in my brain, and in the brain, my membrane gives me either movies or memories that can manifest as a movie for me to understand how to move or how to look at things. So in my mind's eye, when it comes to what you're creating, right? What you cooking up? You are asking yourself, well, a person can look at you and say, what are you cooking? Again, coming to you, who and what is around you. So whatever you're cooking up, people like. They like a taste of it. And they start to like this taste to the point where they come and knock on your door like you just a walking Starbucks or a walking 24-hour-a-day restaurant or a culinary chef for them personally. So at first they may ask you, well, what are you cooking? Oh, I'm cooking up something that I feel that will make others become more healthy or more charged up for their life ahead, for their day ahead. Oh, that's crazy. Why are you putting this ingredient? Why are you putting that ingredient? And they might not, again, they may not know how you cook in the first place. They know they like coming to you to eat, but they never thought to ask you, and all of a sudden now they ask you, what are you cooking? And how you're cooking it. Like they want to know your ingredients. They want to know how you make this ingredient, how you make this cuisine. So at first you gave them the answer and they looked at you like you were crazy. Like you couldn't just possibly just give tender love and care to that. And you're like, well, why not? Along with other ingredients, yes. But my main ingredient is to care about what I'm cooking. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So you are cooking and then next thing you know, you are like a chef for the community and everybody's calling you left and right. Yes, they're compensating you though. And those same people that are called or have called you crazy are now knocking at your door because now the changes that they have made in their life requires them to get charged up in a different way, in a more spiritual way. And you got the goods to provide them with that. So, again, whatever you're cooking up, whatever you're creating, Virgos, know that it will become victorious, and a lot of people are going to feel that what you're doing is validating enough. But for those naysayers that think that you're crazy, okay, again, look at it this way, or one of the ways in which I'm explaining to you, because you have so many ways you could take this. Have you noticed that when you're creating things, all of a sudden people want to be around you? But when you weren't creating anything for yourself or not creating for expression's sake, no one wanted to be around you. The ones that were and are around you, I'm not talking about those because they know who you truly are. They know what you bring. It's the ones that come in your life every now and then. The ones that call and just want to see what's up. Want to see what you creating, okay? Those are the ones that you are looking at with discernment. Okay? That's what your heart is maybe directing you and really looking at. Wow. Definitely look at Capricorn's reading. Capricorn's reading, Gemini, and last Taurus, okay? So, because Taurus is your brother-sister sign anyway. Capricorn is your brother-sister sign as well. Taurus will help you in understanding why you should trust in what you're doing. And Capricorn's reading will show you what you're creating is going to be capital in more ways than one, okay? Gemini is to show you that what you're germinating, what you're growing, is not only going to be good, but it's going to be great. So, your heart is driving you to look at what you start in the spiritual. So, you're looking at spiritual concepts. This is what your heart is driving you to look at. More spiritual than action. Okay? You're going to look at the insights to understand. You have mentally the wisdom. And physically, you're going to look at what is resulting from that understanding. So, you know in how you create. You know in how you cook. You know in how you cater to things. But now you're starting to look at, you're starting to go within the philosophy and why you do what you do. What were the principles? What are the principles behind it? Okay? So your present gifts to yourself. Wow, baby, birth. You're birthing your ideas, and it's going to be like any baby. It blooms, it grows, right? So whatever you're creating, yes, it's your baby. It is something that brings you joy. It is something that not only brings you joy, but it's going to bring others that come in contact with it more blessings as well. If this is an actual physical baby, know that you have the nourishment, you have the cultivation, you have the care. You know how to tend to any child. Why my mind's eye on getting child care? So if it's not culinary, when I was talking about cooking, it could be in taking care of children, being a caretaker, being a care provider, may be of interest to you. Besides birthing an idea. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at Capricorn. Definitely look at Capricorn, please. You are an authority figure. Again, you are that adversary. You are that person, again, that people come to for advice. Understand, know, and now you know, because you already probably known this, because you are the planet, or you are the person of perfection. So in order to perfect, that means you have to look at imperfections to understand how to perfect them, and to even look at perfections and see how they are perfect to begin with. Holla if you hear me. So you are the authority figure. People around you know this. Now it's time for you to know that this is a present to you. This is a present that is a part. This is not only a part of you, this is who you are as a person. Plain and simple. Point blank. Period. Your opposite sign is Pisces anyway. So, hey, you are the pioneer. You are the philanthropist. But it starts from you birthing something, okay? Look at that. We were talking about this. Mind's eye. I feel in your energy. I only could say these things because I'm feeling the energy of, or tapping into the Virgo energy to be able to bring this to you, okay? So this is not just coming from me. I'm tapping into what is felt a Virgo would be. And this is why I communicate the way I do, okay? So whatever you're creating is going to help the community. It's going to help your family. It's going to help your friends. It's going to help even your foes that thought you were foolish. Those same foolish people going to be coming to you for that formula, for that, not only for the formula, but for that food, for that creativeness, for that nourishment, for your services. Recognize. So, communal living. The community will be there for you. So whatever you're creating, the community is there. Everywhere you go, you create communities to come together. Karmic relationships. Again, what you give is what you get back. And it's not just, again, what I was explaining to your brother, sister sign Capricorns. I'm now having to see it in a different way with you guys. When you create something, right? How are you compensated for that? Because in order for you to create, that meant that you had to take time out of your life. You had to take a lot of energy that you could use for other things to manifest this. And when you create, Virgos, you don't just create just to create. You create to actually give to others. When they have seen what you created and helping, when you have catered to them, when you have taken care of them, what have they given you back, though? Did they make you feel nourished? Did they make you feel like they were giving the kindness out of their heart to you? If they weren't, now you're starting to reevaluate some boundaries, okay? So you're going to start making some boundaries. This is why looking at who and what is around you, are they worthy of your time? Are they worthy of your connection? Are they even worthy to be in the company of you? If they're not, it's okay. Because when one person leaves, another one comes in. Okay? Let's look at your energy. Energetically, what are you expressing? Wow, the Two of Water. You're taking the time to water what you want in life. You're seeing that it does take two to even make a birth happen. So, say for instance, you're with yourself. For example, you're by yourself and you're taking the time out. First, you're taking the time out. You're taking time out for you. So, imagine that time being another person. You're taking that time and putting that time into you. That's going to give you more energy to move forward. If you're tending to things that truly turn you on, you know what you're doing? You're becoming that talent. You're becoming that. You're becoming a trade in yourself. People are going to be drawn to you when you're doing this. First, some people might feel like, wait a minute, what's going on, Virgo? Why are you taking the time out for yourself? Why are you taking the time to do what you want to do? And you're going to be like, well, truthfully, why would you not take time out for yourself? The ones that talk like this, and I'm explaining this to you, the ones that talk like this, is interesting because maybe they are concerned about not taking the time out for themselves, or maybe they don't know what it means to take time out for themselves, and you are starting to see that doing that is something true to you. And when you are doing that, that's going to bring others in your world that think just like you. You're going to be tying in with or teaming up with people that think just like you. So you're going to have that relationship that continues to grow. You're going to have relationships that continue to grow even closer. You're going to, again, that forgiveness, those positive resolutions to conflicts are going to be put to rest. And you're going to have that resolution. You're going to have that resolve. What you're embracing. Wow, look at that 12. Pisces, your opposite sign. So you're pushing forward and awakening what you have been aware of all this time. You're only here to watch this reading to know what you already do know. Is it on point? Pisces, you're a perfection. So really, you really don't need to watch me. You're just watching me probably to see is what you are aware of, is that accurate? Yeah, it is. And you have Archangel Gabriel to blow that horn of truth to tell you, hey now, all right now, you know you right. Come on, hey, your actions, your truth, your actions, your worth. You know, you're aware of it. You are awakening up to that, okay? So you're looking at things from a different perspective. And yes, you did do a temporary standstill. Because standing still does not mean you're stagnant. Standing still just means that before you make the next step, you want to know that this step is going to be solid. How people are viewing you is the Queen of Fire. Wow. They're seeing that you're very passionate in how you pull yourself up. They're seeing that you are the queen of how you make your foundation, how you make your formulas, how you make your figures. People are seeing that you are confident, warm, intelligent, graceful, and that you're finally spreading your wings the way you see fit. And that's so, people they're going to start wanting to flirt with you. They're going to try to find a way to, to be in your grace. That's why understanding who and what is around you is so important. So don't underestimate yourself. Look at that. Assert your independence and creativity. Why? Because you're going to get that opportunity in your environment to show what you got. And when you do, that inflow of abundance. Remember, I kept feeling as a movie that you're like a walking Starbucks, or you're a walking chef, or you're whatever you feel is the goods out here in the world. You are that. Okay? You are that. So, a promising business venture is going to take place in June. Important documents or contracts. So, whatever does not feel right in alignment with you when it comes to contracts, don't sign it. Even if they try to aggravate you or try to make you feel like if you don't take this offer, it's going to go to another person. Ask yourself this: if it is going to go to another person, maybe it's supposed to be for that person, because you're not going to be played. You're not going to be boo-boo the fool. You work too hard. You have done too much to now have what you're creating as your baby to be blown up in your face in a bad way. No, it's going to be blown up in a good way because you bout it. So if they don't like it, get a lawyer. If they don't like it, get someone that knows how to look at contracts and know how to look at things in a more together manner, and that actually will work with you. So that when you sign anything, that you feel good about it, that you feel like, okay, it's in my best interest. You hold the opportunity, not the people coming to you with the opportunity. It's not to say that you cannot take an opportunity, but you want to be confident in that, okay? Why? Because you're going to be very successful. You're going to get that victory. Things are going to look up when you're doing that. The end of difficult situations, you're going to be able to take a trip. You're going to be in the 6 figures. Wow. And that was just in my mind's eye to say that. Whatever you're about to start, Virgos, it's going to be a 6-figure. It's going to start. It's going to start. I didn't say it's going to end like that, but it's going to start in a 6-figure. That means 6 zeros. So add a number and then add 6 zeros to it. That's what I feel. That's what that's what is around whatever you're doing. And look at that. Look at that. People are gonna come to you like, oh my God, where's Virgo going? I wanna come. Where you going? Virgo, where you going? I'm taking a trip, baby. I already got my stash. I gotta go. I gotta take care of myself, pamper myself, satisfy myself. They were like, well, if you do, make sure that you got an invoice so we know to place the next orders. So when you get back, you still making money. Look at that. Wow. You are bringing out your fire element. Now again, your opposite is water, but you're bringing out your fire. How you have been aware of yourself took you to have passion, purpose. And that's the energy of a fire signs. They're all about passion, purpose, and drive. So if you were wondering, like, do I have fire in me? Yes, you do. By the way you drive, the way you are driven to do things, you're going to have that opportunity again. Ace of Earth and Ace of Foundations, that 6-figure, to know how to make it more anchored, or how to make it more aligned, or how to make it more advanced. You're going to take, you're going to take whatever you're starting to a whole new level. You're going to be, you know how when they have novice, intermediate, and advanced, you the advanced. So if you were wondering, like, oh, if I start this, am I going to be looked at as a novice, or am I going to be looked at as an intermediate? No, you're going to be looked at as an advanced, like you advanced. So you should be getting advanced in everything. How people are seeing you, wow, they see that whatever you have been expressing or experiencing in your world, you've been putting to good use. You've been studying yourself. You've been studying situations that caused you a never-ending cycle of, or ending, like when things were ending around you, That might have caused you to feel empty inside. But you know what? What was ending was giving you room to embrace other new things. So you studied on that. Whatever you were studying, when you were taking that time out to study, you found a way. You found a way to birth something that's going to blow up, to be beautiful, to be bountiful. You, from your study, your skilled work is going to be rewarded. Learn all there is to know about a topic, which I feel you are doing. People around you are noticing that you have learned the topic and you translated that into a trade. You went back to school. Now, school could be physical school, or you went to school in yourself, meaning you went to a library. You're a perfectionist, so you know how to perfect things. You don't need to physically go to school to know that you're perfecting something. You might have took a course. You might have took a workshop. You might have got a certification recently. You might have got a license in something. You might have just simply practiced what you're going to have. And from you doing that, that's going to bring you prosperity. You're going to see that on either the end of May going into June. Especially, you'll feel it more June the 8th. Okay? And wow, people are seeing that you're standing up for yourself. That you are seeing yourself as self-sufficient, succulent, sexy, successful, stable. Okay? And people are like, wow, you're fierce. That's how they see you. They fierce. And when people see you as fierce, oh, wow. Why did I get this, and I believe she is a Virgo, Beyonce. Why did I get that in my head just now? You taking that to the next level. You bossing up. So when people see you as fierce, you know what they try to do? They try to see if they could create fear in you. And nah, it's not even happening like that no more. You study people. You know when you become fortunate, when you get that fortune in your life, that people gonna want to face you or want to figure out how to make you fall. Nah, you on your dragon of drive, you on your dragon of destiny. You know what you doing and how you do it. You got your 7 chakras in line, so you all right. Okay, just know that that's what they feeling. They don't know what to do with you. They see you as fierce and they trying to figure out how to study you, but they can't. Sorry. So, and if they did, if they were sincere, maybe you would have came correct. But again, I digress. So, if you resonate with this reading, press the like button, share, and subscribe. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, look in the description box below on how we could contact each other. I can send your reading to your Gmail, a private reading to your Gmail. Or we could do a private reading over the phone. And I talk very differently. Yes, you heard my fire side. You also heard my water and air side. I gave you a whole combination there, like a gumbo. So if you would like for me to hear your voice and to go by your vibrations and to figure out through what you're facing, how to come up with some strategies, okay? Because you are a perfectionist, so you know how to perfect anything. But if you may need a starting point, I'm your girl. Look in the description box on how we can step in your doorway together, okay? I love you. I love you, Virgos. I will see you on the other side.